What's going on, guys? I hope everyone is doing good, great. It's a happy new year. I know I have not posted any videos since the 1st of January, New Year's, and I know I promised you guys a lot of videos, especially during fireworks for drone footage of New Year's, and I did not go deliver. And there is a good explanation, and I want to just sit here and explain it for a little bit. So basically, Grandma on New Year's Eve was discharged from the hospital, and I'm in focus. She was discharged from the hospital on New Year's Eve and put into a rehabilitation center / nursing home. When we put her in there, it was horrible. The workers are very careless, very rude. The social workers, you could hear them in the background talking about patients and how they complain too much, and how if they every time they push, there was one person that apparently kept pushing the button, needed help to go to the bathroom. I'm not 100% sure. And I heard one of the workers say every time he pushed the button, she was going to wait 5 minutes, and she was keeping count and saying, okay, we're up to 30 minutes now. That's horrible. That's illegal and just terrible. And it was a terrible place. And they were trying to force us to sign papers and everything that we didn't feel comfortable about signing. And my grandmother also needs a neck brace and back brace on because she did break her neck and back. And they were not going to put that on her. They said that that's not their responsibility to do that they're not trained to do that. So anytime that my grandmother needed to use the restroom, they would not put that back brace on her. And that was it. We were done. We pulled her out of there. She wasn't in there for more than an hour, and we pulled her out of there and brought her home, because it was just horrible. We knew that it was going to be a horrible living condition if we kept her there. And so we brought her home and everything, and we basically were one of us was staying there 24/7, giving them 24/7 hour care, helping her use the restroom, so on and so forth. And she was good. She was doing really good up until last week, when she started vomiting. And we didn't think anything of it at first. However, we talked to the doctor, and the doctor wanted to see her the next day, and he immediately put her in the hospital because he was worried that since she fell the week, Christmas week, he was worried about a delayed subarachnoid bleed, which it does happen. It's called delayed subarachnoid bleeds, and it's basically a brain bleed that happens after the fall. And he was worried about that because she was also not making sense. She was confused a lot. Didn't know she was in her own house. She was asking where the bathroom was in her own house. Didn't know exactly like who was who and stuff like that. And then she was vomiting, which are symptoms of head injuries. So they put her in the hospital again and started running all these tests on her and couldn't figure out. And they finally just said, okay, she's fine. And they were going to discharge her. And what was that? I believe it was last week, Thursday or Friday. They gave her medicines around 6 o'clock at night, and she wouldn't wake up. She was not responsive to pain, to verbal. She wouldn't wake up. No one could wake her up. The doctors couldn't wake her up. And they were really concerned. They were going to rush her to a CT scan to figure out what was going on, because we could not wake her up. And the doctors wanted to hold off just in case and wait like 3 hours, they said. And if not, then they were going to start running all these tests. And that's when we were really concerned that may be the last day that Grandma was going to be with us. And we considered it, and we signed a DNR because she was not responsive at all, and we were worried that was going to be it. And luckily, by the grace of God, when I got there, I was able to wake her up, and she was awake, and she was doing good, and she's been doing good and everything like that. So thankfully I was able to wake her up and everything. We think it was just medicines since she's in a weakened state. The doctors thinks the medicines, the pain medicines and stuff that she's on just basically tranquilized her and put her out. However, she is in a new nursing home now. She just went in yesterday, and this new nursing home is very, very nice. It is a nursing home / retirement village and everything. It's a very, very nice location. The nurses and everything have been on top of everything. In fact, there's a few things that they noticed here and there that they even called us in the middle of the night, which is totally fine, asking us, hey, is this normal? Her arm has been swelling a little bit today, and they called us and said, hey, we're concerned about her arm. So, I mean, this new nursing home is awesome. They're really great, and they're doing a really good job. And but the thing is we're still concerned is she's not eating and she's not drinking. And that's the biggest concern and we wanted to keep her in the hospital, but the hospital can only do so much. Because she won't tolerate a feeding tube and everything. She would pull it out, but she's not eating. The past week, I think, we measured it out, and she probably like a chicken breast, like a KFC chicken breast or something like that, is a good example of how to explain how much food she's eaten. Is she's eaten less, the past week she's eaten less than a chicken breast of food. She nibbles on everything, and we found out today that when she is eating, she's actually chipmunking it away in her cheeks and then spitting it out when we're not paying attention. So she's not eating. And we found out also her drinking, she's not drinking a lot at all. So she's not staying hydrated and everything. So it's one thing after the other. And I'm worried, we're finally starting to worry that this may be the final coming to the end and stuff like that. Almost like giving up. So right now I'm heading up there to go and check on her and see her and everything. We already have family over there to check on her. But it's just one of those things. It's a hard thing to do, and that's why I'm wanting to do the vlogs right now and to document it, just to go back on and just follow everything. So yeah, that's where I've been. That's why I haven't been posting a lot of videos. I've been in a huge state of depression over it, because not only is it causing stress on my mother, it's causing stress on me, because the whole family right now is stressed and everyone's fighting, and it's just been one thing after the other. And my grandfather is not. That's another thing that we realized too, is my grandmother and grandfather depend on each other so much that we can tell he's gonna go weeks after she leaves. He has dementia really bad, and he's forgetting a lot of things and forgetting who my cousin was, and my cousin, which is his grandson, forgot exactly who he was, and everything like that. So he's been getting really bad, and the doctors think that's from the stress of everything and just getting worse. So that's just where I've been, guys. It's just a quick little update. I have not given up on these videos, I promise. I know I've done that in the past. However, I have not. It's just been one hectic thing after the other. And that's why I wanted to give a brief little update. So guys, I appreciate you watching. I'm probably gonna include some more little snapshots here and there, but I do really appreciate everyone watching these videos. If you don't mind, hit that like button and subscribe. It really does help me out a lot, more so, especially since I am a smaller YouTuber. It really does help me up, especially with the YouTube algorithms and how they work and everything. The more people that hit the like button, the more, I guess, the higher chance that it will put me in the search algorithms and broadcast my videos for more people to see it. So guys, if you don't mind, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, really does help. And I will see you in the next video.